Lee Smith.
And Jane Johnston from Blood and Iron Martial Arts.
And today we're reviewing...
Full disclosure, we're going to get this name wrong. Really sorry to everyone who's Russian. The Kvetun fetters. Hopefully we did that right. So we're going to start with the first impression. Out of the box, what did you think?
Well, since I won mine in the VHG tournament, honestly, I loved it right off the bat. I was like, this is an awesome sword. I picked it up. I was just happy I even won it. And I liked the way it moved. I liked this nice wide shield. I liked the fit and finish was nice. Quality of the laser engraving and of the VHG logo into it. Excellent.
Yeah, they surprised us with that one, actually. They sponsored our event last year, and they did the custom logo on the fetter, which is something they do for other events, but it's a really nice touch. My first impression of this sword is that it's real big. So I'm used to using an Ensifer Light, and usually I like swords that are a little bit shorter, a little bit lighter, but when I first swung this one around, I fell in love with it right away. It is one of my favorite swords to use now. Like we said, love the way it looks. It's just a real pretty sword. And I was the one who was talking to Kvetun to get the sponsorship set up and to purchase my fetter. Their customer service, it couldn't be better. They're so good. And I have to say that in the overall impressions.
Okay, so things we like. The sword feels fantastic in the bind. It's got great presence. The fit and finish is really strong. I've tried to break it. I've tried to abuse it. I mean, it's really holding up quite well. I landed a monster thrust on Tony during sparring and had a small bend. I just bent it back out, never bent since. And I mean, that was a nasty thrust. He ran onto my sword with his 250-pound body weight. Unbelievable. So overall, the thumb shield. Love that probably the most. No matter how much I used this sword, it didn't matter. I never got my thumb injured. I could cut right across stuff, no problem. So the thumb shield did its job exceptionally well.
One of the best things about this fetter is the price range. So these guys run for 220 euros, which is one of the least expensive swords on the market. And in my opinion, the quality for that price is really high. It's a very durable sword. I've been using mine for 6 months now, and it kind of became the club sword before we got a loaner, so it was being used almost every single day by multiple people. It still looks really good. So I'm happy with the durability. I'm very happy with the price. And again, the customer service. When I was ordering, they were really good about giving me the step-by-step. So communication was really fast. They sent me pictures as soon as they'd finished. They told me when they'd shipped. They gave me the tracking number. They were very open, very honest. Really just a pleasure to work with. All right, so things that we'd like to see improved. The big one for me on this one is the handle. So it's got a lovely leather rep, which looks really good at first, but it gets destroyed really fast. So as soon as you take any kind of hit to the middle, the leather starts getting torn up, it starts breaking, it doesn't last very long. So you will end up needing to rewrap your sword or do something about it. We did tape this one, but it would be nice to see a little bit more durable of a covering for the handle.
My only issues with it, I don't like rolled tips. I've explained that in other videos, but I mean, I understand it's also a cost-effective option. You're getting a sword for 220 euro. A rolled tip, I mean, isn't bad for that price, although I'd like to see it be a more flared or spatulated tip, much like on a Black Horse or some of the other Polish faders like the Aureus or formerly the Dobringer. The other thing I'd like to see would be the pommel. I find it rusts a little too easily for my liking. That's just the pommel. But I mean, we also are in a temperate rainforest surrounded by sea air, so it's going to rust a little. If you have a similar climate, you're also going to experience the same rust. I mean, you can maintain it, which is what we do, but a stainless pommel, just a better stainless pommel, would probably be the answer to it, just for longevity's sake.
And keeping in mind, that for us is a real nitpicky
thing. We are really being nitpicky because
it's a real good sword.
Overall, you don't find this kind of quality in this style of sword.
For that price.
For that price. And I mean, I would say it's reminiscent, at least in my opinion, of the first generation Ensifers that came out way back when. So, final impressions. I'm extremely impressed with this sword for the price. A few things I need, like the big thing for me that really only knocks a small mark off is this grip. That needs to be improved in my opinion. But other than that, everything else is nitpicking. Super impressed with quality. Love the laser engraving. Really impressed with that. The detail is astounding. So I give this like 1.5 thumbs up.
And a half.
Half. I would be 2 thumbs up though, with a different grip.
Yeah, honestly, we love these swords. These are what we're moving into for loaners for the club as well. It's
what I'm recommending.
It's a good workhorse kind of blade.
Yeah, it's a great workhorse blade. The customer service is excellent, so I'm not worried about dealing with them in case one breaks. Seems the turnaround times are fairly quick as for what I'm hearing.
Yeah, shipping was really fast. So they're in Russia. I did pay for expedited shipping because we needed the sponsored one before the tournament, but it arrived in like 2 weeks and I had no issues with duties or customs or anything from Russia to Canada. The last thing about this is where can you get it? So Kvetun runs their store on Facebook. You can talk to them there. If you message them, they're very, very quick at responding to you. And again, it's 220 euros for one of these bad boys.
Now I just got to try the other swords of theirs because...
we can't wait.
I'm impressed with this. I'm looking forward to see what else they have.
Definitely. Bye-bye now.